Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Stylish Saturdays Karate Edition. Woo! I'm always here as your host, Eric Blanchard, and today we are going to be going over what I like to call a new thing I'm developing called kata de choreography. So today I'll be running over a couple sequences from the katas that I study in my style. Budokai Karate. Some of you might be familiar with them. They may be known as Hinan katas or some other type of kata, depending on what martial art you style, depending on what different branch of karate you style, pardon me. So, without further ado, we'll just jump right into it. So, we'll just go over, I'll go over the practical applications for it, and then I will break down how it can be used choreographically in stage film wise, because we don't like to hurt each other for realsies. It's only for pretend here. So the first kata sequence that I'm going to show you is from Piden Yoden. Yeah, Piden Yoden. So we're starting off here. Feet are about shoulder width. No, they're actually together. So feet are together like this. Left hand is crossed. Right hand's below at Kumai right here. So the first sequence is you're going to look, see that an attack's coming for like rib area. So then you're going to come with the block first. It's almost like a Chodan Barai instead of a Geidan Barai. So you come here, and then you're out with that front kick almost simultaneously. So it's this followed by a kick. So all together it's kick, and then you eppe, and that's an elbow strike to the person's face, followed by so you're here, boom, and then you're here. Now it's on the opposite. Now you're on the opposite side. So from the top, it's just here, boom, 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 and we drop to here. So yeah, practically, you're going to be coming up here, boom, kicking them more or less, I would say no higher than chest, not chest up here, but like sternum area, like the diaphragm or the belly. Nice soft squishy bits. If you can't physically kick that high, just go lower. This can be easily here, kneecaps, top of the thigh here. Those are always fun to do. Boom. With authentically striking, you're going to be striking with the ball of your foot. So koshi, ball of foot, right there, that part. But, and then, so after that, sequence would be grabbing the back of the head and empeing them right in the skull. So anywhere on the sides, like the temple, above the eye. This, to me, is not so much as a cutting elbow, but as like it's a percussive one. So it's coming in and boom, you're hitting rather than trying to go through. And then my interpretation from here, so boom, you've just grabbed them, and then you can boom, and then this can turn into some type of, it's like, kata is not just like this is this and this is that. It's a multiple like interpretations. So for me here, boom, I'm here, And then my interpretation is like I'm coming this way, and I'm more or less like trying to throw them in a way. Or, boom. And then you got control of them over here. And then you see another person do it on the other side. Boom. Almost do the same thing. Now for choreographing this for stage combat, instead of for realsies, so what you do is like your character would probably not be right here at the ready like this. So I would say like the person's probably, just like standing around, not really doing anything, probably chatting up somebody, sees something out of the corner of their eye, and they instinctively react like, boom, grab a hold of the person, boom, boom, get the strike going. They will probably nap this, or you can nap it on their lats, depending on like how you, because you can get a nice underhook right there to hide that nap there. So what I mean by underhook, so if that person was coming in, I'm using Slim again as my trusty tool. So that attack's coming in here. My partner's coming in, boom, I come up, boom, I deflect that. If you have balance issues, this is perfect, so you can come up here, grab them, boom, do that kick. And then to hide the nap, if this person, if you're doing the nap, like an operator nap versus partner napping, so by underhook, you slink your arm underneath them, so that way, if the audience is facing this way, they see me connect with the elbow, staying 6 to 8 inches away from their face, because no one likes to get hit in the face. That's bad. Big no hitting in the face. So if I'm stacked like this, so I'm boom, we're here, boom, audience sees the elbow, but my body and their body is covering up the nap, which I would operate by slapping either, more than likely, their lats on their back or their deltoids. Those are good spots to hit. Create that nice percussive sound. And then more than likely I'll follow it up. So I'll be here, boom, boom, get that going. And then since I'm here already, I would get control over them. So I would probably mimic a takedown here, this way. So this takedown would pretty much go, I know it's difficult to see without a partner here with me. I'm working on getting friends. It's just I don't really know that many people here in the Niagara Falls region on this side of the border that do this stuff. But if you're out there, hit me up. We'll do some stuff. It's going to be good. So here. So just done this. Oh, another point I forgot. So instead of hitting with koshi, the ball of the foot, you're going to be hitting flat. You're going to be hitting flat of the foot on them. So if I can just angle that down a little bit. So instead of hitting koshi, ball of the foot here, you're going to be here, and then much surface area as you can, you're going to be flat. You're going to hit them with the flat of the foot. You're also not going to hit them with the heel. That's going to be bad. So you're going to want flat foot, as much area as possible. Whoop. That's what you're going to do for a contact hit, for a contact front kick to somebody. You're going to want to go completely flat, because not a lot of people have been trained to be hit in the stomach. So the more surface area you give them, the better off they're going to be. Because if you just focus all your energy into just a fine point of contact, so like Koshi ball of the foot, that's probably to the most average actor out there, it's not going to be a good day for them if they feel that even with like 40% force at most. I would even recommend going down a little bit. And percentages with hits is always different because my 40% is always different to somebody else's 40%. So take that. So I would probably, at performance speed, people get overzealous and then they're like, "Ka-ka!" And then stuff happens. It always happens, right? So we're here. Boom. I'm standing here talking. I see something out of the corner of my eye. Boom. I want to try to go as flat as possible with that foot for stage combat purposes. So, boom. As flat as I can. Coming in. Hide that stack. Boom. Boom. I would probably end up doing some type of headlock here. Now, the way to do a head, we'll get into that. Probably not a headlock, actually. Scratch that. So we're here. Boom. Boom. So I'd be here. And then I'd probably just try to push them away. Boom. Yeah, so we're here. Boom. 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 Yeah. Now, continuing with this. So we're here. Just dispatch this guy here. Boom. And I've pushed him away. And now I see that there's somebody else coming. I'm going to do this almost the same move on this side. Boom. Gonna react the same way. Boom. This one's probably, I'm going to choreograph it like he's being knocked out. Now. Boom. Say that guy is recovering and he's like, "Screw you, I'm coming in." So I see this coming, so I'm here. Bang. So I'm going to block any attack coming in like this. Boom. And then he's probably going to come again at me full force. So the next part of the kata, I should get into that beforehand. So then this sequence, you hear. So it's almost going to be repeating what we did here. So I see something. I come in, boom, that same Chodan Barai and my Gary front kick with Enpei, elbow, right there. Boom. I'm going to drop down to here. So I see an attack coming in, so I'm here. This hand is going to come here, stopping the attack. I'm going to be blocking with my palm or forearm area. Boom, right there. This next one, I see someone coming in this way. I'm deflecting both this way, and this can be interpreted as a strike or a block, depending on what you're going for here. So for today's purposes, I'm going to interpret this as deflecting. So if we're here, boom, I'm deflecting here. Going to come in, front kick, back fist, followed by back fist here. And then I'm going to be in reverse cat stance for that one. So just showing you what I'm doing with my feet on that second sequence. So for my feet, boom, I'm here. So then I see an attack coming in, more than likely from my front. Drop down, do that block. My legs are up here. I turn on the balls of my foot. Boom, I'm almost in some hourglass stance. Some kung fu people, you might be very familiar with that stance, or if you had any kung fu training. Boom. So we're here. Boom. So I'll block that. Do my kick. And then I'm in what's known as Gaka Nikawashi Dachi, which is reverse cat stance. This is cat stance. Reverse cat stance. So all of my weight is on my forward leg. My rear leg is up, ready to go. Boom. Just like that. So choreograph wise, we're going to do this safely and make it fun. So boom, I've just dispatched this person. I've shoved them that way towards the audience. So I see somebody else coming in. Boom, taking their world's rocked. I see that same person coming in this way. Their back's going to be towards you guys, which is the audience. So if the stage was you, so they're coming in, so boom. So say the person comes in with low attack, and then they're coming up high again. So I'm here, So for that one, kick might be coming in. I wouldn't advise trying to block a roundhouse kick with this block, because somebody might be like in the audience like, that person doesn't look strong enough to block something that's coming in with full force going in like that. So I'm gonna say a straight attack is coming in. So boom, boom, that gets that out of the way. It's probably not going to be the best day for them if it is a straight attack coming down like that. So you've whacked them. Now the way that I would interpret this block, so somebody is coming in probably for a low strike to either like the back of my calf, like quad area, like my quads, stuff like that. So I want to do my best to protect that area right there. So I'm boom, drop that, comes up. So that's not a good day for them. They're going to come in probably with some form of either punch that I can boom somehow deflect or redirect, and then probably following up with another attack coming straight forward. So if I was the attacker, I'd probably be coming in. If I got pushed, so I'd probably be coming in with my left leg at first, coming in. That gets blocked. So I would be blocking the person, mimicking a block on their softer bits as I can. So instead of attacking like top of the shin, which is where all the nerves are, I want either calf or as much meat as I can, depending on who your cast is. It may vary, but try to get as far away from bone as possible, because bone hurts. So you want to try to hit fleshy bits as often as you can. So here, boom. The attacker, I would say, is probably coming in left foot. So that's blocked. Then I would follow it up with, so it'd be here, boom, left hand strike, because this hand would be, so it'd be boom, ow, left hand strike comes. So this is probably almost like a, actually, I'm going to interpret this as like a grabbing motion. So they've just sort of like, ow, that ain't fun. So then they come in with their left hand. So I'm going up here, and then I'm grabbing. grabbing a hold of whatever costume bit that they have on, clothing, like a gi or whatever, like sweater, depending on what. So I'm here, I try to get them to lean this much way as possible. So then I strike full contact if I can, or you fake it. So you're here, boom. His back is their back is to the audience, so they would probably nap this, like if they're not comfortable taking a hit. So then it'd be here, acting like I just kicked them in the stomach. So they'd probably, since they have that one hand free, it'd just be like, oh, act like they got hit in the stomach. So boom, and then boom. Then I would trap this hand, come over top. So it'd be here, kick, and then I would trap their hand, bring it up, boom, and boom. So I'd get them on an opposite angle, boom, and hit them, and mimic like I back fisted them inside of the face. That's just my interpretation of it. It could change. It probably will. The more often I train, the more often I learn stuff. And that just gives me more tools in my toolbox to be like, how can this apply to choreography? So the next bit or segment is going to be from the kata Kushanku, which is the longest kata I've learned today so far in terms of sequences and moves that it has. But it's also, I think, one of the most fun katas I've learned so far. So the sequence that I'm going to be going for, bear with me while I run through my Rolodex of the moves are. So, kata starts off pretty much standard. Standard stuff. And then it gets to some very interesting stuff. So it's going to have a lot of similarities to like the kata that you've seen, the bit of that you've seen before, because originally when this kata was developed, it was originally the only kata that was taught in the Wado system. And then once it got more modernized and people were like, okay, we need to help people and stuff like that and get people understanding what this kata is, they started breaking it into the Pinan katas. And so Kushanku is just a blend of everything that you've learned from Pinan Shodan all the way to Pinan Godan. And then, yeah, that's fun. So, just boom, 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 boom. So I've just landed this. So then I'm going to be... Sorry, guys. I am drawing a blank right now on how my kata is supposed to go. Oops. So one of the opening sequences, so you're here, so your hands come together, come up to here. Seems pretty silly, but there is practical applications for it, I promise. So this simple circle that I'm doing can actually be, it's interpreted in a lot of ways. So it's not just a fancy way to start your kata and get you centered before the explosion happens, this actually forms this, which can be used as a block. So say your choreography, someone comes in, wild haymaker, so you're going to be, so you're going to be here, boom. So forearm, either forearm or hand on shoulder. This hand is going to be here, protecting yourself, almost like if you were doing like a hanging, like some type of like hanging guard or hanging parry in sword work. This is what it is going to be in this system here. So, and it could also be used as a defense for somebody coming in trying to take you down. So you're going to sprawl, which sprawling is just getting your hips back and flinging your feet out. So that way you look almost kind of like this when someone's coming in, because when a person is trying to grapple you, they're going to try to take your legs out. And if you lose your legs, you're on the ground. So you want to get your legs as far away from them as possible, and you're going to sprawl out. Hence the term sprawling. Now, for stage combat purposes, someone is going to be doing grappling. So they're going to come in. So as soon as you feel contact, as soon as like you get even the remotest sense of like, hey, I'm here. Like your partner's like, I'm here. So I've like just touched the back of them. That's going to be their cue. Or as soon as I get like hands on hips, moving towards small of my partner's back, and trying not to be creepy. If they're not comfortable with it, you can go right here, just like at the lowest point of the mid back. But if they're not comfortable here, then don't do it. Always give consent first before any choreograph stuff goes down. So you're here, so you've just grabbed them. So then the person's hands, so as the person grabs a hold like this, the person, that's that person's cue. So as soon as they see the hands come to about here, that's their cue to bring that hand up. Or in fact, even closer than that. So even further away than that. So as soon as they see this motion come forward, so this is another cool thing about another cool like thing that I've interpreted as true time. So if I was just to come in this way and then grab, that's not good. That's not good for partnership and stuff like that. So if I'm here and they know that's coming, poorly too. So you're here, you're grappling, getting ready to it. My hands are going to come out first, and then I'm going to come forward. For actual grappling, you want to try to get as close as you can without them really noticing, and then come in and explode. But for stage combat, you're going to get that body going. The hands are going to go slightly before the body and then slightly before the feet. So as soon as your opponent, or your partner, I should say, sees that happening, they're going to know how to react and get out of the way, get their feet out of the way as best they can. There's that. And then as soon as this happens, then you've got this. These are Shudo ukis, so these are Shudo blocks here. The way that I've come to interpret that, so that's just happened here. this sprawl, and then I'm going to try to come grab underneath and come in this way, try to get them off. And if that way doesn't work, I got this side as well I can play with. So I've got either side of the body to work with. The cut is just not all like I'm attacking somebody in front. Somebody's here, somebody's here. No, this is like all our ways to get certain muscle memory into play, so that way when we apply it for realsies, or in this case for stage combat purposes, we have options to attack or to be creatively awesome. So the person's just come, we've intercepted it. So I'm going to interpret it as they've tried to do a single leg. So my foot, I've removed my target out of the way, so I'm here, boom, and then as soon as I got them here, I'm going to grab a hold of their arm underneath and then come up, boom, and then either that's going to be a strike, or this is just going to come help me in a takedown situation. But if this doesn't work, then I get that out of the way and I come in again for that shudo as well. So lots of fun things to do. How to do that safely, you ask? Well, so boom, I've just gotten rid of that leg, my left leg out of the way, boom. So I've got this guard going on here, boom. So then I'm going to grab back of their tricep area, bicep tricep. So just behind their elbow kind of a deal. Not on their elbow joint, but probably about here. That's where I'd grab. So I'm here, comes in, boom. So if I'm simulating a strike, I'd be 6 to 8 inches away from their face. About that far. Boom. And then that'd be a strike to the face. Boom. And then say they're not done. I see another thing coming over like a hand. So then I'm going to scoop that underneath, grab it, and boom, probably do a takedown with that one. Now takedown, so with takedowns, those are always fairly tricky. Sometimes like person's not comfortable falling, or like person's not comfortable doing the throwing. So the person, so if I was to do the takedown here, so it'd be here coming across their chest this way, and then I'm starting it here, twisting my hips, but they're the ones in control. I'm not the one putting them down. So I get that going across my throat there. I'm going to do what's known as a back sit fall. So back sit fall goes thusly. So I was that person, I just came in, boom, boom. So their right hand got taken, boom. Their left hand came over for that punch. So it's trapped here, boom. And then I would probably simulate a foot sweep with this one too. So it'd be here, and then I'd be coming in with the foot sweep. Just like that. Woo. For all the judo people, I'm sure this has given you plenty of heartache just doing this over and over again. So I'm here, I'm twisted up like this. Ow, this ain't fun at all. So I'm already off balance. Here, that foot comes in. So as soon as my partner's foot makes contact with my foot, that's my cue to bring it up just like that. So it's very light. Boom. And then back sit fall and house. I'm going to go as far back as I can on my leg without dropping, because you do not fall. Gravity is not our friend most of the time. and it will hurt us. So as soon as this comes up, I'm going to try to squat as far as I can on my rear leg. Squat down as far as I can until you get to that point, and then I'd be falling this way because that's the way the sweep took me. And I'd be landing on my butt. So I'm here, boom, and I land on my butt. So the way landing on butt, hip, and such, and if we're both martial artists, I'd simulate break fall. Simulate a side break fall. He's presumably got control of my arm still. So boom, there's that. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns? Nope? Cool. Actually, I just remembered one from actually Godan that I wanted to go over instead of Kushanku, because I've been having a brain loss with that one. So this is going to be the last one, guys. Pardon me for a water break for 1 second. So this one, you start off here in Pinan Godan, so you're here. You're going to open up the foot, open up your left foot. Then you're going to Empe the person's face. Do this. Boom. Come up. And jump. Come down. So I'm just going to break that down step by step because I know I came close to the camera. Y'all couldn't see it. That was my apologies. So first move. I'm just going to show you guys the feet. What we're doing with the feet is the feet are important. So our feet are about shoulder width apart. My left foot turning on the heel. It's going to open up. So then this foot comes through this way, making that turn. Making that turn. Boom. Empe. So one more time, foot opens up, this comes through, boom, getting that awesome hip motion. Then I'm here, boom, this way, and then my feet are gonna come this way, almost like I'm in a back stance there. Then followed up with me leaping and landing thusly. For those of you that can't do the jump, just bringing your leg up and down is perfectly fine. So the way that I interpret this sequence in particular, so I'm here, like I've just finished this sequence, so I've either blocked something that's come in. It's another Chodan Barai situation. So I'm here. I'm going to grab a hold of whatever I just finished blocking, open up that foot, boom, come in, striking Empe to the face, boom. Then this, I interpret it as I still got a hold of the person's arm, and I grab a lapel. So either like a lapel on a jacket, nice, like a suit jacket or a gi, doesn't matter, or a nice big thick sweater. I've just grabbed a hold of inside there. So I'm here, and then I push them off balance. I get them off balance slightly. Then this hand So I push them off balance, and then this hand is going to come underneath the hand that I've just been grabbing. So I'm here, boom. So then I'm here, and I'm like this. I'm this way here. And now this is going to be a throw in my interpretation. So this is going to be a variation of a one-arm shoulder throw in judo. Except this one we are going to be leaping up and coming down on our knees for, because that's the way I interpreted this from the kata. And then throwing the person over my shoulder. Now you can do this without the leap, so for those of you that can't do the leap, so it would just be here, and then you throw them over your shoulder. Making sure to get the hips, getting that hip in line, just so that way you come past them, just ever so slightly. Bring that other foot in and execute the throw. But if you want to be Mr. Fancy Pants about it, so you come in, you're here, and then you execute by throwing them that way. Now, the way to do this safely, keyword is safely for us stage combat practitioners. So here, this is going to be the cue. So I'm going to jump. So if I'm doing the fancy throw, I'm going to jump and be here with the throw. And as soon as, and then they're going to execute the roll. And then I'm just going to follow them down to the ground. Same thing with doing it this way. So you're here, you get them up off the ground, and then they're the ones that are coming over your shoulder, executing that throw there. Get into more details later on how to properly execute a stage combat throw once I actually have a partner set up and we have more space than this tiny living room that I'm currently in. But I hope that that'll happen soon. I'll be reaching out to some people, hopefully, and hopefully they get back to me, and then that way I can bring that to you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys want more kata to choreography breakdown, please let me know, and I will go through my kata library or my kata Rolodex and see what I can dig up successfully this time and next time, and then we'll go on from there. Hopefully that'll give you some inspirations for stuff like that. And be sure to tune in tomorrow for Mr. Anthony Leclerc's Sunday Fun Day with knives and or swords. Don't know which one he's doing yet. So, Skeet. Okay. Thank you guys very much. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.